Hello everyone, this is Ethan Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. As you can see, we did terrible this week in Chaos Season. Of course, with no escape ladder, and us trying to use Nino again for the memes. Things definitely did not go well. Not too big of a surprise. I haven't seen how we did on defense this week, so we'll get to take a look at that together here. Live reaction. Not that we have much of a reaction to most things, because generally people use relatively straightforward strategies, so not too mind-blowing here. I find it interesting they're trying to bait Legendary Lilino with their male Robin, but sure. We had a Harsh Command Plus on Legendary Lilino for the memes. There's no real reason we should do that, because she'll eat up the dance from Mirror Bliss pretty much every time, and nothing else is going to happen as a result. So, pretty jank in that aspect of things. On offense, the number one problem was we could not initiate into the enemy most of the time, especially if we were doing the Don't Activate Traps challenge, and we just had no way of hidden running in a lot of instances. There's a couple of matches where we hit, but we didn't run. And half the time it was because I was brain dead and couldn't count spaces. I brought Legendary Nana as our bonus unit on offense. Generally, she was fine with picking up kills, didn't run into too many problems in that aspect of things. But boy oh boy, did we not run in a couple matches because I couldn't count Kanto correctly. And so we ended up sacking a lot of units on offense quite frequently. We ended up also losing 2 matches straight up, which of course in Chaos Season is definitely going to result in us not making it to Vaults. What can you do? I mean, another harsh command here. Not that it really matters, because Sundazun is going to easily wall there. But as you can see, the harsh command plus means not really doing anything. It's again there purely for the memes. Senate Bjorn is also kind of just there. Not sure if she deterred people from bringing ranged nukes too much, but can of course go in turn 1 against our team. So that shouldn't be too big of a problem for most people. At the end of the day though, Nino just cannot tank stuff in Chaos Season because she doesn't have the stat inflation. That was a huge problem. The last match of the season, we were up against a ton of ranged nukes. We had Ninja Gren. Who else? We had Ninja or Dual Leg Yarn. And then Harmonized Sonya. Who else? We had Ninja Camilla. And then there was Emblem with Mirror Bliss. So yeah, that was the team. And so I did a bunch of daily damage calcs, just figured that things were not going to end well anyways, so I just had, for the fun of it, because it really would not matter if we completely won the last match or not, we just had Nino hit end turn on 3 of the ranged units, and she just got annihilated by Ninja Leg Yarn. Again, Nino just did not have enough bulk. Ninja Leg Yarn's bow giving a crud ton of attack. So, not really much we could do there. We were outside of Embla's huge shenanigans, but didn't matter. We just do not have enough bulk and could not set up Vantage reliably. So, pretty bad week for Nino. She really does need the stat inflation to be able to face tank stuff. That's what makes her remotely usable in late season. And of course nowadays that Emblem is a dark season mythic. It is pretty terrible to use, on offense nowadays, but we still try it. honestly, I don't really know who would have been a better replacement for Nino as our carry, just because we don't have any super strong tanks. Maybe we could have tried Brave Dimitri. He probably would have gotten nuked out the window too, just because, again, no stat inflation from Chaos Season effects, so, or Chaos Season mechanics, so even with his damage reduction, he'd probably still just straight up die, and against units like a dual leg yarn, he probably doesn't even have enough defense to proc blue line rules, so I don't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, another thing was we were running our Heavy Blade Gale Force set on Legendary Nana, but the thing with that is she doesn't come with slaying, so you have to attack at least 3 times or get countered, which generally Legendary Nana is getting countered in a matchup with either Hardy Bearing going on, or she didn't kill and she's about to get nuked because she didn't pick up the kill. So yeah, that was never going to end well. So we really never got a good chance to pick up kills there. Unfortunately, could not pick up the kill on Sunday Food. Legendary Lilina there, not a surprise. She doesn't have any dealt damage like Valentine Lilina, so that's unfortunate. Maybe in her Legendary Hero remix she'll get something like that. That would be nice, just an extra damage boost, but the one thing she really needs is consistently getting her AoE pre-charged at the start of the turn. That would definitely be nice for her. Because there's plenty of times where, of course, you'll run into a guard matchup, or there'll be units pulse tie, and it won't be pre-charged turn 1, so you have to deal with that, but what can you do? But I don't actually know what happens now that we've missed getting into Vault for this Chaos Season. I'm pretty sure that just means next Chaos Season we start outside of Vault. I don't know though, so 10 out of 10. Pretty decent merges on this team here. Looks like I'm not sure about hitting end turn with Faye here, but again, the Harsh Command Plus memes pretty much always going to go down. People bring plenty of debuffs. So here it looks like Faye's able to survive, and that's all that matters. Probably GG at this point, just because Miraculous is so far away. They can just run here. That's not really much we can use to get any rare on time, so seems like a pretty straightforward win at this point. The only thing that could probably meme them over is Legendary Lilina using Harsh Command Plus, but that's not going to happen here because none of their units are in range to attack Miraculous, so pretty sure that means Legendary Lilina is not eligible to use Harsh Command Plus. And yeah, at this point they can just run. Again, Harsh Command Plus can't happen here, so Miraculous moving first. And the breakable wall memes, this means it's an easy shenanigans for them here. Let's see if they can pick up the ether structures. That's another thing that we screwed up with early in the season. We just straight up was not able to pick up one of the ether structures in one of our matches early on, so it was already off to a pretty bad start. Interesting to see Emblem on offense here. Normally I would probably use Emblem's effects undefended, so you can inflict undefended on foes. It's the start of your turn that it procs. It's not the... wait. I'm confusing it with a slightly different effect, but here, I think they just realized that they didn't have undefended up. Or something like that, because you can pick up this kill or break this ornament with Savior or Emblem if you want to, it doesn't really matter. And then you could use your disarm trap to just snipe down Lilina and leave after a dance, and they have safe defense, so it's a free turn 1 snipe. But They don't have that, so they would pick up the kill here. And the thing is, you would have to dance with duo peony to get them out of here. Or I guess you could use the duo skill to some effect. Yeah, I guess maybe it was possible to still get out, but meh. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't super try hard in ether raids. It's definitely super hard, and especially now that we're doing it even more brain dead, with even less time available to actually think things through, if we want to. Yeah, it's not gonna end well. Speaking of not going to end well, I'm pretty sure he's never gonna survive this, especially after a harsh command plus. Yeah, now. No damage reduction in sight to save him there. See what they do here. They don't have the whatchamacallit bulk on not summer clad, I'll say legendary clad to base tank there, so at least they have the stall on legendary Sigurd, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They really can't win because Ascended Fjorm exists. Definitely seeing a lot of dragons, just not sure what the deal is with that. They're not bonus, I don't think, because it's version 6 bonus. I guess it's a popular strat, bring dragon. Because to be honest, I definitely did not see that many dragon slayers out there. So that's pretty reasonable. I'm not sure how reasonable this is, they probably are just running Vantage here, you know, so he's not going to be able to Vantage kill legendary normally there. This is already looking like some real trouble at hand. We're gonna have to use some Gale Guard to really carry them, but looks like that wasn't going to end well. And they don't have Gale Force here, so legendary Lilin is going to pick up a kill here for sure. And looks like it's going to be on Summer Edelgard first. That's because of how Kanto shenanigans work. We're not going to get a second kill here. Feels bad, man. But yeah, that's the one thing with Bride Lona. He does not come with party bearing in some shape or form, like legendary Lona has in Steady Full Blaze. The HP threshold for it though is super mean. I wish it wasn't there. Because it's definitely cost us a few times. It's also costed our opponents a few times too, so I guess I can't complain. Looks like it's probably going to be a snipe down of sorts here. They have pretty beefy unit here, and they got their disarm trap, hopefully fell, and they got Gale Force too. Looks like they're not going to do anything turn 1, that's fine. They got safety fence going down. They got free setup there. Looks like they're just content on hitting end turn, which perfectly makes sense as long as their melee units don't get chased down, and there's literally no way for that to happen. So, yeah, just well played. They're just going to be able to nuke all of our relevant threats here. Ascended we are nowhere near close to being able to far save anyways, so it's going to be absolute carnage here. Bait Mirabelle comfortably with young Mia, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Not too surprising here. Well played. Our defense not made to chase down folks very well, so. And it's also not a tanky team by any means. Lots of low defense units. The only reasonably tanky unit is Legendary Sigurd, but in this day and age, he's not very tanky. I guess unless against mages that don't have damage reduction, he has both of his damage reduction effects active. Because like in Arena this week, we saw plenty of Legendary Sigurds, and fortunately we have Legendary Julia to absolutely nuke the heck out of him still. But if you don't have the right stuff, you can definitely wall for at least one turn. So I don't know how I like this bait here. It's like another one of those daily damage calc moments. And yeah, not able to survive there. The dealt damage from her weapon come into play, I think, here, especially with Elamine active. Actually, it might have not come into play then, I don't know. This also seems horrible. But there is Panic, but there's Harsh Command Plus. Okay, Harsh Command Plus carrying really hard here, because I'm pretty sure he probably could have walled Legendary Helmet if she didn't get that Harsh Command Plus off, because of course Attack Speed Menace was getting panicked, so that's a rip. And while the last replay here, we can't actually replay, so not sure what the deal is with that. Overall, not too bad on defense. We definitely got a few failures at untimely moments here. Doesn't matter at the end of the day because we got absolutely railed on offense. What can you do? You don't care about rank at all at this point. It's basically, you have to be in vault every week. It's not basically, you have to be in vault every week if you want to get anything better than top 20k. So, feels dirt, man. Legion's battles are doing perfectly fine. Meme mode, by the way. I looked at next week's bonus heroes for Arena, and we don't have anything, so I figured there's no point in staying this week. So, we can definitely stay, we just have to give Faye an Earth Blessing, and then we can, one, have even more HP on her. I was just trolling with HP plus 5 so she could have 71 HP in Arena. So just HP wall some units, but yeah, wasn't a trivial week to get kills with Faye, but lots of ranged units to deal with, and we don't have a strong hidden run presence on this team. So definitely was on the more difficult side of Arena, but speaking of a difficult, we completely annihilated Arena Assault this week. I don't remember this is my personal best, but I'm pretty sure it is, because I think this is exactly 766 average or something, which is absolutely insane. Got super lucky on our one run and done for the week. I did have to use a lightning charm early because I didn't run daily damage calcs correctly. I forgot about Dragon Wall for some reason on a legendary Myrrh, so our Bride Lona couldn't AoE her to death, so that was awkward. Other than that, pretty smooth run for the week. And well, we have all these modes ending pretty soon, gotta take care of those. But anyways, we'll be back when the results drop in.